those situations. You asked me a question, I totally ignored.
5 seconds remaining.
Is that what happened?
Why can I hear you twice?
Did you unmute voice or something in game?
Nah, audio. Mute. I'll just click it and re-click it. Maybe it's because... Okay, try now.
Hello.
Yeah, seems great. No, I didn't ask you a question. I already forgot what I said too, so... Works out perfectly. I think I'm gonna have dementia when I'm like 50. I have a bad feeling. I already have really bad like memory loss. I can remember Dota 1 games and Han games 10 years ago, but mother's maiden names, her birthday even, it's not good. No, I know my mom's. I know my mom's, not my dad's.
You remember the important details, Grant.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
the key. You know, who really gives a shit what someone's maiden name is? You know what I mean?
But
you know, I don't know, ESL 2011. That's a defining moment in your life.
It really is. That's what I'm saying. And if I want to write a book, who cares about family? It's all about the dope. Well, those are some quick bans. Exactly the same as last time, I believe. Dark Willow.
VGJ once again first pick.
Is it Sand King? Sure. Worked last game. Not so much the game before. I mean, do you just like the Sand King when it's on MSS? You didn't seem as impressed in the 4 role, but... Or, I mean, he played 4, but
he played it well. I think compLexity is not going to be an opener, though. There's no reason not to Rubik. Like, oh, you want to MSS Sand King? We're going to give our boy Z-Freak Rubik. You know, that's what I think you do here, 100%. And I think that's what compLexity will choose to do. Question is, what hero do they want to pair it with?
Let's see. There's the A. Is this going to be Is this going to be the double opening here? The same as last game?
I hope not. That's so boring.
Hey, DK. Just DK. I mean, it's boring to see the same opening, but let's be honest. DK is a pretty boring hero in general. But
it really is. To note, so VGJ has been first pick every game, and they have taken Sand King every game. And other than Disruptor, they've played 3 different core heroes as well every game. So the Sand King is obviously the same, but they've been versatile in their follow-ups.
No. What is it? It's Rubik this time. Rubik AA. You see the
Rubik AA.
You don't sound like you're too much a fan.
It's just they're both countered by the same thing. It's like you Beastmaster, you Visage, you Lycan. Like you kind of just run over these heroes, and it's so early to reveal both your supports.
If they're in the same position, kind of thing.
Yeah. Like I'm just not a fan of taking your both supports early, especially if they're there's the Visage. Exactly. Like it you can't not pick something like that. You know what I mean? It just crushes both supports.
Yeah, and they still, I mean, you still have room if you want another one to get that like, and I doubt they will. And look at that. Maybe not respect ban, but after last game they saw what Snake King can do on that hero, and like you said, it's not like you could see his impact that much, but the little things he did, breaking that BKB, always being right spot, right time, it's what you need sometimes, just a playmaker. An invisible playmaker. Unless he wins the game, and then you get him on Discord, and he's...
Oh god,
yeah.
then he's
There's
far
no invisibility.
I like invisible Snake King. That's my favorite Snake King.
the Snake King winning these games, not getting cocky. Yeah, me too, but we'll see.
I miss that guy. Where'd that guy go? Did he ever actually exist?
I think he existed like maybe a week ago, and then we got him on that Discord because Jack forced us to like 3 days ago, and all the training went downhill. What are your thoughts on just? I'm sure you've played pubs and even you've played against Kit Track. Like, what does he bring to the table that maybe other fives don't? He seems like a super hard five. What?
What? Are you being serious right now?
I know.
How do I answer that question?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, why is he on the team over you, I guess, without being
I have
like
no idea. I can't
Okay.
answer that question.
Well, how does he play differently than you? I'm sure you've studied other players, right?
I don't make it a habit of studying my replacement, if that's what you mean.
Well, you didn't know he was your player. I figured you might have studied him when he was on DC or something. Or Animal Planet, I don't know what the hell. He goes around. He's passed more around than a cigarette in prison, but... Alright, so we'll strike that last question from the record.
Thank you, appreciate that.
I mean,
just
Kyle,
forget that ever happened, Twitch.
Yeah. I mean, you know, very hard 5 player though. It's different. So there's PL ban. Terrorblade gets banned out this time. So 2 heroes that had a big key component in winning last game, they're just not going to deal with this time.
Thing is, I don't know if you really care. I mean, TB is always a good ban. I think that hero is just, it's the one fight winner. You know what I mean? You win that one fight, and all of a sudden you're like, oh shit, we lost. We can't kill him anymore.
Yeah.
And Yawar is obviously very capable at playing the hero.
Yep. He's one, and it was perfect for last game, right? Because he's a farmer, and they needed him to farm. And guess what? He did that. Came to one team fight. And they won one team fight. They won 4 Raxes.
Thing to note, complexity already down to 1 minute of extra time. Not a very good position to be in your third pick spot, especially as second pick, because you have like that last pick, you know, and you want to be able to think about that because that's your game winner.
Exactly. That's the best part of second to last pick, right? You have that whole ban phase and the pick phase, so it's a little bit easier.
I'm fearful for them because their supports might just get run over, and they need like a lot of front line now to be able to deal with this. Lone Druid, wow. Wow.
Your WoW definitely sounds like you're intrigued by the pick, but you're not confident that it was the right pick.
It's just so early, and like I look at those heroes, I don't know how to explain it, but I can visualize like a lot of heroes just killing those 3.
Isn't
you know
Lifestealer really good here?
It's okay. I mean, it's definitely not bad, but you save it for 4th.
What's good? What's good then? What's like the best hero? The first one you thought of?
You take an offlaner here. I think you can take Brew. Ooh, Coddle. Coddle's great here. Actually, it's a little annoying to play against Rubik at times, but you just dumpster Lone Druid. You mana leak the bear, you mana leak him, and you lane against him very well, especially if you lane with the Saiyan King.
We saw him play
this too, though. But yeah, it's VGJ, so their Coddle's their best strat. So I think this is exactly what they want.
Yeah, like you said, it was a big reason. I think it was. Was it both games against EG, or was it just game 2? It was both games. Okay. I remember game 2 specifically, but yeah, this Coddle, when they were doing Coddle Elder Titan, it's nuts, and just their Coddle in general.
It's a really tough pick for complexity. Not sure. They need another core. Visage, Coddle, Sand King. Kind of see the lane. I'm not really sure what you pick here. I actually think Centaur could be good here. Like, you need a tanky guy. You need somebody that gets on top of the Coddle and that doesn't just die to, like, a Visage. Beastmaster. Okay, that's a solid pick as well. Beastmaster Lone Druid, pretty standard, pretty strong. It denies the Lifestealer a bit, but I think you're still susceptible to, like, you don't really want to Tide if you're VGJ. They could Lifestealer still. PL, very good, but it's banned by VGJ. A Doom, a TA, a Brew. Stand by Brew could be good, but they already have like this Coddle Sand King. If the Sand King, I think this is a good Sand King support game. I think it'll be MSS's hero, but I thought he was the one playing the Coddle. Could be wrong though. I'm probably wrong. I am wrong.
Yeah.
No, I am right. MSS played it.
Yeah, MSS played Coddle. One game. They switched off. He played it game 2,
You're
but he
right,
didn't play game 1. Yeah,
Okay,
I've got
this is an MSS Sand King. I want to say MSS Sand King, SVG Coddle, and then you're able to pick like a real core and some other offlane hero. Because you want like 3 actual cores here. You want like this Brew, Centaur, Tide type hero, but then you also want some other hero to like do damage. And something that synergizes with the Coddle as well would be Lifestealer. That works too. Radiance Lifestealer, really strong here, owns the Lone Druid. Both supports just kind of die to him, and you have a delivery for him, and Visage for him to play around. It's definitely a good pick here, but the key is going to be shutting down this Beastmaster, and this is the issue I have with the AA Rubik supports. Who's Beastmaster really going to play with in lane? Are they going to tri-lane him? Like, what's the plan? I think that's the play, to be honest, but then your Lone Druid's on an island.
Yeah. Lone Druid, I mean, Lone Druid's not the worst hero to catch up, right? I mean, once you get the Midas, it could be worse.
Yep.
But still, man, I don't know. Like you said, Ancient Apparition and Rubik versus Sand King, Lifestealer, Visage. There's going to be a lot of deaths on those heroes, I have a feeling. But there goes the Tidehunter ban. Is something like for VGJ, do you think the Snake King LC is decent here?
It's okay, but I'd rather...
like
more.
a real
It's not a team
frontliner.
fight. I need some. You need some AOE here. You need something that does stuff.
Are you gonna say? Are you gonna? You like to say Underlord a lot. Is Underlord a decent pick? Or does that not do enough
It's
stuff?
just Grim against Rubik. It's really Grim against Rubik.
Yeah, just Rubik. Yeah.
They can go a lot of different directions. I don't think there's a perfect pick. It's just what are they most comfortable with. I think a Centaur would be fine. Brew is fine. Ooh, you know what the pick is? It's Bat. The Bat game right here.
Bat? Oh, this. Okay, let's see. They have the
It's a
pick.
Bat, actually. They might Enigma as well or tied, but I don't like Enigma Underlord into Rubik for sure. And then for complexity, I'd be afraid of a Broodmother last pick from Cole, but I don't know how they would do their hero roles.
5 seconds remaining.
No. You're right. They just don't have that much versus his Brood, especially in the early game. If they pick it up. VGJ, they have plenty of time, like you were talking about. They have plenty of that reserve time for this last pick. They can decide out some lanes, picks, whatever they want. Have you ever just had a bunch of reserve time that you didn't use, but you just sat there anyways?
Yeah, sometimes. If you like really have some stuff to talk about, like okay, what lanes are we trying to dodge? Where do we want to ward? What items? Like if you need to talk about stuff, you do it. But otherwise, if you think your time, if the time you need to talk is more valuable than them having less time to draft, then you take.
Gotcha.
Or, yeah. But otherwise, if you kind of know what you want, then you just pick. And in complexity scenario, they have last pick with 2 extra seconds, so I wouldn't have minded them hustling here.
Yeah, force them into just, hey, we picked this, you pick that, alright. But VGJ.Storm, I mean, they were asking for a break earlier, maybe they're still eating, and whoa, so it's...
Wow.
Okay.
Might be a little, it's a good pick, but it might be a little too fancy, I want to say.
So it's gonna be SVG Coddle then, right? And no, I'm sorry.
It's a great Chen
MSS.
game, but oh my god, if complexity picks Broodmother, the game is, like could just end. But I guess you can lane Sand King against it, but I just don't think it's enough. And Brood just kills everything. The Chen is an excellent pick against the Rubik AA, but they go Brew.
Choose your hero.
It's a good. Brew is like my go-to Coddle counter, but the issue is the Chen Lifestealer can make his life really miserable. It's still gonna be a Brew mid against Motto.
And it's going to be the MSS Chen? I thought it would be the SVG and MSS swapping it up here. I have not seen MSS Chen in a long time. Huh.
I like the pick if they're ready for it. If this is like something they planned on doing. But they took so long for that pick, I'm a bit concerned that it was kind of forced.
I did not see that Chen coming at all. Oh, no, so, I mean, is
I saw it
VGJ...
coming
They,
before they coddled, but then they coddled. I'm like, okay, no more Chen.
so, I mean, when is VGJ.Storm? You have Lifestealer likes farming a little Visage too, but you have a Chen who is decent with farm, but doesn't he want to pressure a lot early? Is this like a 20 to 30 minute kind of we want a death ball game from VGJ? Or are they fine taking it late game versus low drip?
You need to get tempo going, but it's your timing. It's all about the timing. Lifestealer Radiance, Coddle Ags, Visage, whatever the hell he wants. The main thing is just going to be what build Chessie goes for. So what Envy's been doing, and what I like a lot, is just essentially rushes Helm of the Dominator straight into Radiant. And I really like that, because it gives you, the Midas kind of makes you just farm more, right? But you don't actually do anything in the game. And when you Rabid and Battlecry, your Helm of the Dominator minion gets that as well. So your hero can actually just do a lot of work and actually pressure the map and towers, and then you get Radiant time. They might kill MSS here, or SVP rather. Yep, there. Oh, wow.
Oh, it looked like it was just weird pathing, because he went right and then he went left. Maybe just a misclick, right click on the ground. And the Windlace coming in handy for Coddle with that already. Look at that, 355 move speed. Just a Windlace. It was pretty damn good when you're 45 above the Rubik. It's Kittrack. Dyer has a ward already on their own rune, so they see it's just Kittrack here if they want to do something.
Surprised if it did, but a bit risky. They don't see anything else. You don't want to give away the ward. Looks like Z-Freak might try and snipe the courier. I like this move, especially in game. Usually there's a lot of hectic discussion and conversation, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh wait, shit, my courier's dead. You don't really expect it when it's not a bounty hunter.
Let's see. Looks like 2 bounty runes picked up for each team. So pretty standard, nothing crazy. And Zefree will just stand there.
Yeah, I think Brew might win this lane pretty hard though. Starting with a Quelling Blade, Visage doesn't hit very hard, and he's gonna get spammed, spam W, Drunken Haze. Nothing really Visage can do. There's no nuking for CS as Visage. You kind of just have to attack. Bottom lane, Sand King Chen versus Lone Druid. This is the key lane for Cole, I think. You need to get a fast level 5 on Chessie and have him able to just lane here, but I think he might just wreck down here. He's not gonna get any help. And up top, like, you can't really pressure a Coddle lane with.
And look, Zefree will be waiting for a little bit here. How long do you wait before you consider it a waste of time?
I mean, it's never a waste of time if you get the courier.
Alright.
The thing is, Tomato doesn't really need any items. Like, he's not getting harassed by Brew much, and he's got a stick already. It's actually going to be used bottom first, Shen, so that's going to save the day.
And so what creeps are you looking for if you're Chen here? Is pretty much anything the clap or stomp or net good?
I think you want an Ursa most of all, but Skeleton's okay. The thing is, kind of hard, unless you juke or make Chessie, you're really not susceptible to dying down here, I don't. Although his hero will not have boots for some time. Is he gonna smoke right away? He might. There's a good ward placed by Radiant that would not. It's blocking the camp and providing. So if MSS gets the ward, it's actually a huge deal. This is Dota 2 right here. Will he get the ward?
Yep.
Ward.
Well,
now
indeed.
The camp and the vision. Big deal. Very big deal. Oh, they might kill the bear here.
You got the netter, throws it out, and look at these little skeletons. Savage Roar, MSS, few more right clicks. The body block by Chessie. Oh, and then he accidentally eats a lot of damage. Darker does go down middle.
Z-Freak does get the courier. He invested a lot of time into that, but as he gets the courier, I do believe it is worth.
Decent.
Where's
team.
Visage?
He's having a rough one. 2-1 against 12 and 6. I mean, right? It's a melee hero with a decent attack animation versus one of the biggest garbage ones, and you're just missing every other attack.
And it's Limp versus Tomato. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a matchup thing. Bottom, Chessie has died with no bear available, and this is the issue. So mid is getting wrecked, but at the same time, that is the last pick Brew into the second pick Visage, and bottom is the key. Like, it's 2-on-1. Chessie can't really do anything down here.
This tower's almost dead already.
Yeah, like, they have a Satyr. This is the perfect creep. This is actually insane for VGJ. They need help down here, but there's 3 heroes top still.
Look at this. They could, if they think Chessie's down there, they can definitely kill him. They have an enchanted mango. Yeah. Uh-oh. He is. Oh, God, save me. Snaking has an urn. He just has a straight up urn. Oh, and there is Chessie.
Oh, no.
Oh, my goodness. Nice Savage Roar. Yawar will go down, but Chessie just dies. And top lane, you get the kill on Yawar, which is nice, but this bottom lane's a disaster. Complexity is still up gold, though. Not anymore. So what do you do if you're Complexity? I mean, you lost a tier 1 super quick. Do you just send Moo down bottom, or are you happy that the tower went down because Lone Druid can play a little farther back now, maybe? Still feels rough.
I honestly don't know, man. They need the Radiance timing on Lone Druid to actually be able to take real fights. And it's just going to be so hard. And in the meantime, Visage is getting gone on middle. He's running the wrong... Oh, he has a full stick, actually. He's 100% fine.
Now Zefree, uh-oh, takes a little bit of damage here. And if he had that urn with a charge, that would have been a pretty easy kill. But instead, Limp gets Grave Shield.
Yeah, way too many rotate.
Look at how much slow there is in snaking. He's just gonna get out of there. And this is a... I mean, it's only 3 kills in 4 minutes, but this is a very hectic game.
Yeah.
Moo does have face boots, which is nice.
When I look at VGJ, I see the players that win them games is MSS and Snaking, and they're the top 2 of the net worth right now. They can just keep playing together, running at bottom lane.
Well, you get another bear kill or something down here. Look at that, a full medallion on MSS already. We're gonna see a stun over here. It is gonna be on Z-Freak. Get a blast. There comes Pentnitz though, and The minus armor's there. That is so much damage early. Trying to get a throwback. MSS dodges it. And there's the kill. And that's Earn Charge.
Well.
Yeah. Damn.
I think that what they're doing is the right choice, though. I actually think you bring the Lifestealer bottom, he gets lane control and just sits here. Because Chessie can't actually lane against Lifestealer, and you don't want to have Sand King or Chen there because they're going to end up pushing the wave. Holy crap, MS is level 5!
Dude, yeah, they're not even halfway to a tome yet either. This guy is, oh my goodness. That's scary, but it's still, it is less than a 1,000 gold lead. Like, can Moo can turn this game around, like, not solo, but with a little help, right? He's top CS, and we've seen how much damage a Beastmaster can do.
I think it's more on Limp. Limp needs to get a lot of big splits off. He might be able to kill middle. AA, yeah, he's killing him. 3 heroes, though, that's the thing. Bottom lane, Chessie's just like farming in medium camp, and this is great ward from Dire. He should probably expect this. I would have liked to see him maybe even buy his own sentry, but like this is really dangerous for Lone Druid. They might actually just kill the bear again. I think that's what they prefer, yeah. They have a medallion, so it dies really easily.
They have the stunny golem as well, throws it out. Savage Roar comes, but Caustic will proc on it again. 1 more, 2 more, earn it. All right. That's 300 gold. That's a...
Yeah, that's a lot. 2 bear kills already so far. Top oh, Tomato dies again, middle, wow. There's just still 3 heroes there, Tomato. Look at bottom lane, okay? Like
you have to know, yeah, I mean, if no one's defending bottom, Tomato, and there's that ward. Look, I love the ward bottom by Dire, like you said, aggressive, and then the one middle by Radiant. Both teams have just found their target. Chessie is going to have a bad game, Tomato's going to have a bad game. That seems to be the plan.
No, I really think you get your strong heroes out of this lane, run it middle. I really think Lifestealer should just be bottom right now. Like, especially with the ward. Lifestealer doesn't really die to anything but a roar, right? So why keep him against Beastmaster? In the meantime, Chessie's just gonna sit bottom forever and farm. Like, he's just literally gonna push like this. They might go and try and kill him again, though. Holy, he's running into the stun.
There you go, Penance comes out again, he gets slowed. They're gonna need some key Bs. They finally get in. Oh, the blast! Where did SVG come from? Only level 3, but he's gonna get a split off. Not sure they can get a kill here, but they're gonna try rotation from behind. It's actually gonna be Z-Freak. He gets a ton of damage given to him, but down goes MSS, down goes Z-Freak.
Micro is insane.
Yeah, MSS, a reef.
There's birds here as well now. They might actually kill Limp with them.
Oh.
Tomato?
Okay, I just snorted. I'm sorry. Like that one wasn't even close. Like, he landed on the compLexity logo when he.
Hey man, even Shaq was like 50% from the free throw line. All right.
No, he wasn't. Shaq was like 30.
That's what I mean. Tomato's a baller.
Yeah, he is. No, but I mean, hey, you get down there, you get an assist, and look at this. I'm sure Tomato's happy with that. Middle lane just opened up. There's no split to stop him, and it feels like VGJ.Storm got exactly what they wanted out of this laning phase. But Moo, no, okay, he has a clarity now, so he will have a roar. And where do you go with this Chen now? You get some more creeps, do you just do what they're doing right now? You just push middle, tier 1 and tier 2, or?
I mean, you just need the tier 1 mid, and it opens up the whole map. This Chen, like, oh my, this Chen is tanking, it's doing so much work.
Oh, be careful though, there is an invisible, it's only a level 6 Beastmaster, but Roar axes are up. More blast coming from SVG, there it is! Roar comes out, no split like you said, but they might be able to lock down Snake King. Doesn't look like in the stuns coming out from these golems. They get Tomato again.
How did Tomato die?
He just...
Birds, what?
I don't know. He's just aimed. He might as well just be the 4.
I can't tell the difference between Tomato and a tomato.
Well, they're gonna go 4th. Limp is gonna get stunned, lose a raindrop charge. And you see bottom, Chen's farming, Lifestealer's farming. Is this a good move from Cole? You're committing 5 here. You are going to get the middle tower, which is good, but is it too much commitment? See, Snaking a lot of trouble. That's a high net worth hero, and Moo gets the kill.
I don't know what happened there. I mean, it's just because Chen isn't here, and that's like their strongest hero right now. This ward is going to do so much work. It's going to live because, oh, maybe not. He doesn't see the whole group of homies coming, but you should expect they're going to shrine and then run at you. He does. Well played. Coddle just rushing in Ags. In the meantime, Lifestealer just farming top. Once again, rushing Radiance. No other items. Not a care in the world for Yawar.
Okay. What are... We did some over-unders last time. What are the over-under he gets a Lincolns this game?
Oh, gee.
Versus,
What do you mean over under?
I mean,
Like,
the 50-50. Shut the hell up, Kyle. I'm just kidding.
I
A
mean,
yes or a no?
I really hope that it's a no.
But, knowing you are, you're nervous. But here we go,
I'm
middle lane.
always nervous.
Middle lane, oh!
See that word?
Okay, yeah.
Good. Sentry already purchased the courier.
Oh, they, look at this.
Great.
Chessie,
Oh.
double damage Snake King. No earn charges, though, so won't have that. And look at this, though. He escapes. It felt like Snake King was ready to go, but MSS was a little bit farther behind. No, they will
Wanted to
miss
go
out.
middle instead, but this is the right play by compLexity. They know there's vision in this area and a lot of threat, so just go top. Lifestealer's going to TP out. They're going to just let this tower die top, but you really never... This is the position compLexity wants to be in, where they're just pushing as a unit, and they're just grouped. Oh, they smoke instead. They saw that smoke, though. Thank God,
Yeah,
goodness
that ward.
VGJ has a ward. This would have just crushed them. I think he might take this fight, though. I don't know.
Get everyone together, possibly. It looks like they are. But they don't know where Radiant has wards, right? So this is... Both teams, like, have some vision of each other, but they don't know exactly what it is, and... Huh. They're just gonna push middle. They're just gonna backdoor, right? Oh, no, they're gonna push the lane.
I feel like you could have just sat on that high ground, killed them, they ran up. HOD finished on the Lone Druid, so even though he's weak, he's still a very powerful hero, just for the items he selected.
Tier 1 will go down. So top lane Radiant takes one, middle lane Dire takes one. 1k lead for VGJ.Storm. They're down a kill, but it just feels it's hard if you're compLexity. You want to be pushing towers, kind of, but you can't just run into Chen creeps. That is just like a full nother hero or two.
The thing about compLexity's lineup, concern for them for, is that all 4 of their heroes outside of Lone Druid, if they're all impactful, you know what I mean? Every hero plays a very important role in a team fight, and if one of them dies before casting spells, they're in big trouble. Whereas if you look at VGJ, and even if somebody gets bursted, the rest of their draft is still strong enough to fight. But like no AA, no damage. No Brew, no team fight. No Rubik, no stun. And it could just be bad if VGJ gets this Blink Dagger early enough on Sand King, pick somebody off. Lifestealer also just still hard farming Radiant. I think he'll beat the Lone Druid, but it's going to be a hell of a lot closer than it should be. And it's part of the reason I dislike this Lifestealer build with no actual build up. I feel like you buy something. Like this game, you could have bought an armlet for sure. Just so that you're strong and not just farming jungle safely while you're...
Yeah. And is that... This feels weird, right? Because everyone else is doing it, and maybe... I don't know. Well, why wouldn't you get the armlet here? You really want that rating, so you think it's like your timing?
Pretty much. Greedy players.
Yeah. Well, Snake King ended up blinking about 300. There's a lot of people coming in middle from both teams, as in 10 heroes.
They know this here, though. They're showing on this ward. They know its place. They saw it go down.
I thought he was Did they? I thought he was behind that tree by the Ancient.
There was a ward. There was a ward placed. It might. It's possible, but like he showed on the ward with the ward for sure.
Alright. Well, fortunately, maybe they forgot about it, and could be not the most costly mistake, but it could cost them a kill.
I just don't know if I like how VGJ is playing this. I feel like you want to keep Coddle bottom. There's no reason to leave bottom alone. Keep somebody down there and make it so that if Chessie wants to farm this area of the map, he's got to like stay contained here. I mean, he's backing off anyway, but you know.
Yeah. 1,800
They're gonna
gold.
do it now. Life's down to bottom. They're gonna have you keep Coddle and Lifestealer bot. Sand King plays map and farms his blink, which is about to finish. Chen's gonna have an Ag as well. Holy crap! They're gonna have such a strong timing, but at the same time, you really want Ags on Chen when you're like level 8? I really think with the game he had, he probably should have bought a Midas here. Tomato also very close to being bottom net worth on his. Poor boy.
Old Tamaj. I mean, he's going to be, right? This Coddle just blasts 1 or 2 waves and, well, see ya. That is actually crazy, the net worth of some of these Dire heroes. They're still only up about 2,000, though. Snake King does have Blink. Uh-oh, but here we go. Limp goes in. He's going to throw out that ulti. Will this A-Blast hit on anyone? It does not. Just some of the Chen creeps. It does hit on MSS, pardon me. And they get that kill. Yeah, They definitely want more than that, and they might find Sand King here. It's thrown up. Oh, the axes aren't going to hit anyone. He just blinks away. It's not like a Yule's where it does damage on the way down.
Please don't. I just, VGJ is not playing the way I would expect them to. They've kind of just not pressured the map enough, and all of a sudden complexity is like tied to the game, and they're reaching their timing, right? Like, they're just pushing now with HOD, Beastmaster is going to have Necro 3 pretty soon, and if they give away a Roche in like one bad fight to a Bruce split, like they just lost the game, and they're all in on this timing. Like, they bought absolutely no items with their advantage. They're rushing Ags on Coddle, rushing Ags on Shen, rushing Radiance on Lifestealer, and I'm just not a fan of playing the game in that way, where all three of your heroes are not accelerating, but rather skipping straight for this big timing item with nobody buying any of the build-up.
That happened. Like you said, I mean, just like the Terrorblade last game, complexity with a Beastmaster lone Druid, you lose one fight like near your tier 2, you're probably losing a Rax.
Exactly.
Looks like
Lifestealer's gonna have Radiance soon, but like, does that matter even? It won't if he buys Lincolns.
which could happen. Tomato is flying out a Helmet Dominator, so get some stuff ready to go. SVG is gonna have his Ags very shortly.
I think also stole Holy Persuasion, so he has a Wolf and a Speed Creep. So pretty big, pretty significant to be honest. He's got Send back too.
That'll be a nice little surprise if they go on somebody and just toss him back. Never know. Put him in a disadvantageous spot.
Almost stole Bros. We almost have Radiance, and then it's go time. I mean, it's a pretty big item to pick up this early, but at the same time, he's been like 1,000 ahead of Chessie, maybe even like 1,500 ahead of Chessie, at like 6 minutes, right? And now it's 10 minutes later, and he's just as far ahead. And that's the issue. When you have like a game-winning lead, you want to use that immediately, not just like sit on it as the other guy who's behind is recovering.
Well, you said Chessie's just he's cool sitting by his tier 3, just slowly clearing out these waves. If you're not gonna pressure anywhere else, he's gonna be fine with that. It's actually complexity pressuring middle with only 4 heroes here.
It's the right play though. I mean, if Bruce splits, he's not gonna die. They don't care about the supports, and they had send back for a time, so like they're really not in a hurry to do anything. They just want to make sure that VGJ can't get out on the map and use this Radiance, because VGJ wants to fight on this side of the map. They don't care if they use spells for a Rubik like in their own jungle, because then they aren't getting any moves. They might find Beastmaster here though. They will. It's a big kill.
Pick up, they can get it. The Centaur Stomp actually hits both heroes, and there goes the Shrine. We're gonna roar up. Moose taking a lot of damage. A blast though, snaking in a little bit of trouble with that Necro unit's gonna be able to kill him, I believe. Sure does. They're gonna try to chase Tomato on the backside. He's gonna get got on Moo's just gonna throw axes, and this is not looking to be that good of a fight, but Yawar should be able to bring down Moo. He does. Over here, it looks like Chen's trying to solo Z-Freak. Can he get him? Doesn't look like it. And now, uh-oh. MSS is just dead too. Oh,
What's that?
They fought on a shrine. It didn't seem to go well. Kitrak.
Where was the Lifestealer? Why wasn't he inside of the Sand King?
I don't know. He came in a little bit and just ran in late and attacked the Beastmaster, but wasn't in
It's
him.
a Radiance. Like, you just hop into a homie and you go, right? They're also taking that fight like with no Ags on Coddle and no Ags on Shen. This is my issue. Is like you want to take this fight because you're on the Lifestealer's timing, but neither of your other two heroes are, right? But you can't just wait. That's the issue when people skip all their investment in the build-up items. Like, you gotta... It's like when people start saving for retirement in their 40s, you know? It just means a lot more if you could start in your 20s. You know what I mean, Grant?
Oh, I know what you mean. I'm glad I do not start my 20s. You know, the build-up was the most important part.
I haven't invested. I understand. Don't worry about it.
Well,
I put all my money into Cadbury Meg.
okay. Better than the cryptocurrency.
Bad news about that.
Yeah, bad news about that. You bought something that didn't exist. Nah, I'm just kidding. But bottom, well, now you have 3 heroes here from the Dire instead of just constantly pushing out like you said before. And remember when MSS was level 6 at 10 minutes in the game? It is definitely slowed down for him here.
It's all. I don't want to say the item choices, but it's the item choice.
Yeah. I mean, they destroyed
you're-
bottom lane.
Yeah, you're so ahead, but you don't buy anything that helps you. Like, I don't know. BKB on limp now, so his hero's insane. Like, he's just never gonna die anymore.
Yep, that is a near impossible lockdown unless some sort of mana leak, he loses everything, goes off. Even then with the Soul Ring BKB.
And Brew with Beastmaster also, like, you get 100 attack speed talent. Pretty significant. And all of a sudden you will kill things. Lone Druid Radiance is 100 gold away.
Yeah, and look at this net worth. You just see Lifestealer barely above that Brew, and then the next three, it's just all Radiant now.
Yep, they're gonna go straight into Roche with the Radiance.
And I think they know. I mean, Dire kind of knows, but what can they do about it?
Nada.
They won't.
Chen still. So, just trying to get Ags. They have it on Coddle now. That's a big pickup. But, I mean, Visage is not really a hero anymore. And the 3 cores of complexity are just so strong. The only way for VGJ to win a fight is if they somehow, like, bomb somebody. They need to kill a support and hopefully a core before they get a spell off. Like, killing Chessie is a big deal. And he did not take the Aegis. They gave it to Limp, actually. Interesting. I think you want to give it to Lone Druid here, even if he's behind. Maybe even Beastmaster, but they choose to give it to Limp. Allows him to play very aggressively.
So, I mean, what do you do with that Aegis? You just blink in, attack? You blink in ult, you just play hyper aggressively? Or it's just weird. Well, bottom lane, win up, MSS. You are dead, my friend. And he steals the Holy Persuasion again. And he's gonna steal his creeps instantly, too. Man, Z-Freak is ready to go. You just think, I mean, you can say you think VGJ.Storm already just missed their timing window.
I mean, I don't know if Tomato's Visage was ever going to have a timing window, but he certainly missed his. The Chen, like, still doesn't, yeah, I mean, it just doesn't, it boggles my mind, right? Like, they wanted to, like, sit on their lead by farming really slowly, and I just don't get it.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Limp's gonna be forced to BKB here. I mean, they're gonna just waste Aegis. I mean, this is good for VGJ. Like, they get a kill on the Aegis, they're gonna be able to defend bottom because they have a Coddle. But, yep, now they're finding him. Z-Freak with a fresh blink, steals the blast. He's dead.
Well, will go down as well. Now they're gonna push on forward. Who can they find? Might be this Rubik. Yep. Oh, there you go.
Big kill. I mean, it's the right move. Like, Limp was top, right? He can't TP to bottom. Why is complexity still there? They get a good kill on the Coddle. It's the right choice, but they need Brew to make that play. Brew is like the key to their team fight in their game right now.
Yeah. Nice. It was a nice payout on the. I mean, you saw the Hawk is the reason they got that Coddle, but then you dive a little bit too far for that Keeper of the Light, which is a good kill, and you just lose 2 of yourself.
Visage going for Ags. Not a huge fan of this pickup. I don't know what he wants to buy here, but I'm just concerned that that's like another bird to micro. Although in truth, if he can keep up, like if he can be Steph Curry, you know, 42, 43%, he hits that many stuns, like I think that's enough to win the game.
Hey, Medallion, Grave Chill plus right click. Sometimes that's all you need.
It's true.
He just has a tomato on him. Sweet, sweet swiftness aura. And right now, it's middle lane, 1 tower left, and then both off lanes. There's tier 1 still left, which is interesting considering both teams can probably kill a tier 1 tower in like 3 seconds. That's a Medallion on the Lone Druid. So he's going Solar Crest, I assume, you know.
Ags finished on Chen. There we go. It's game time. This is big because now they just keep a dragon bottom lane. That lane's always going to be pushed. Bots finished on Moo really early. I think they need something to deal with the Coddle, but I feel like he might have wanted an initiation tool here because I guess it's...
Is it just that they just hope Panda with the BKB just blinked, split, and just goes in? Well, they're smoked up bottom, but they're not going to find anything because it's a 5 people bottom, 5 people top kind of thing.
This is a good move by them, though, because they have the Lone Druid factor. So, I mean, Lone Druid should be in the lane right now. Yeah, he is. Okay, good. So they're just going to push hard. And this is a spot you don't want to be in if you're VGJ, because it's the Lone Druid Beastmaster with the BKB Brew who's going AC. I like that decision. He's going to do a lot of damage. And the timing for compLexity is getting real scary. And these supports of VGJ have to play very well, because if they die in like a fraction of a second, and they're very needed for their team to win fights. Where's the Lifestealer?
Good God, that tier 2.
So top. Moo's gonna TP back, he has the bots.
I mean, is there even an advantage there? Or, I mean, they both got 2 towers, right? I don't know if it like favors anyone opening up the map, but it's still looking to be a fight here, possibly.
Something there. Ooh, good fear. I mean, I want VGJ just needs to play more aggressive, and they need a gem. They have great vision in this area though, so they might be able to catch somebody. Smoke up as well. Chessie's farming, should not farm here. He's gonna TP, they won't get him. They might get Moo in the mid lane. He might have showed there. You gotta play around the Coddle. It's giving pure vision right now. 1 minute 50 till nighttime. They will find the Coddle, or the Beast rather, which is probably the kill they want to make.
I'm sure he's summoning and snaking here. There he is, and look who else they find. Will he get his BKB or ulti off? He gets the BKB off, and he's gonna have to ulti to live there.
Misses.
Yep, AL does miss. They might be able to run someone down. The Keeper of the Light would be the best one. He doesn't have Blinding Light. Looks like he will go down. Yep, MSS as well, but Z-Freak dies. MSS, SVG, both supports going down. One more blast will do a little bit of damage, and here comes Yuar now. But he just gets rooted by the bear.
Huge epi could happen.
It is, it comes in. Oh my goodness, the damage on Moo. Chessie as well goes down limp.
Visage, oh my god.
He did it. It just
Tomato.
medallion. It just medallion, grave chill, right click. Did you see that? That is a lot of damage.
That was, oh god, dude, that was all MSS. He just epied and just killed everything. Like that's the thing about VGJ's lineup though. Like if their supports just die, like they just straight up exploded, okay? And the Lifestealer, like it's really just the lack of AC timing. The brute force to BKB and split early. The AL missing completely, and then all of a sudden, like they don't have enough damage to deal with the Visage, who just cleans everybody up.
And look at this. Oh my goodness. Both teams have this kind of lineup, right? I mean, you talked about the Bulba factor, but when both teams have that one factor, well, whoever wins that first team fight. And it looks like they're just gonna back out, not kill the ranged Rax. Gonna try to kill the birds. Does get one, nice.
It's so annoying for this player. Now you're like kind of forced to resummon. I'm sad about it. They kill. Okay, next Roche is the game. Straight up. There's gonna be a big fight for Roche, and I think that'll determine who wins and who loses this game of Dota. There's gonna be an AC finished on Lifestealer before the Bruise. That is a big deal. They can take a fight. They're gonna have to wait till next daytime. You don't want to fight at nighttime. Keep pushing lanes. Abuse the map. Out farm. They're not gonna get the Roche spawn. 45 seconds.
That hurts, man. If somehow compLexity, like you said, could have just sniped this Roshan here, a big change. But if ifs and nuts were cherries and butts, my friend, you know what it is.
Yep.
So, like you said, when they don't have, it's crazy when your 5 position really doesn't buy anything, doesn't hit his ultimate. Well, middle lane, they kill an illusion. They get him.
BKB on the Brew for that.
And AA ult,
Roshan,
quick
10
cooldown.
seconds.
And no BKB. That illusion went down though, Kyle, very quickly.
So unfortunate. They're just missing this Roche spawn. They're gonna be forced back to base as well, most likely. AC is up on the Lifestealer. They're gonna get bottom shrine, top shrine still already, and this is where Coddle becomes really scary to deal with, because both shrines are down, and he can just shove lanes and always be threatening your base, and you don't have the ability to split push because you can't actually teleport close enough to the main objective, which is Roshan.
That's gonna be pretty rough. That's what I'm hearing from you at least, Kyle. It's gonna be pretty rough for the Radiant now.
They need a good fight. They need a fight. They need to take out the support, and they need their supports to like stay alive. Like it's just hard. There's a pipe on Moo, I guess the thing is, Pipe is good here if they're the ones playing offensively, like going into Coddle Blast. You know what I mean? But now he's just running around, and he only has like 10 armor, and he's against an AC.
Yep.
So when he gets Solar Crested and hit by the Lifestealer, he's gonna be taking like, I'm not good at math. Okay, I didn't go to college, but let's call it a lot.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. It's a good number. Look at this, Roche.
Another
Will
smoke.
respawn in 140. So yeah, they're gonna smoke up. Send the Baron first. Now send Seder. Nope. Now just Chassis going in first.
Bottom
Meanwhile,
lane.
yeah, bottom and top. Split pushing. Oh, moves so close, but they do not get him.
It's a big play. Oh man, Roche. Oh wow, I'm so dumb. That was the minimum Roche spawn. Roche isn't up for a full minute.
Yeah, don't worry.
Wow, I'm really dumb.
Nice. You're good. I covered your bases. You had first and
I'm
second. I had the
keeping
home
a
run.
timer, not like having a timer, you know. I'm not used to these tools that these casters get. You know, living a life of luxury.
To be fair, I still think it's a pretty stupid tool. Like, why doesn't it just give the caster the exact timing? You know, it seems kind of weird. No. Well, I mean, like that first one, right? It's like, it may respawn at 1:30. Like, what the hell? I'm trying to cast the game. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. It just seems really weird. Like, why not? Z-Freak has Rage. He's gonna get spotted out by this dragon. Frenzying on. Uh-oh! They jump forward and oh my god! And that's a missed AA ult again! And it's gonna be Limps going in. SVG. There's the buyback from Rick, but look at that. The send home. This might just be a full disengage. No, they're gonna kill Moo. Moo is so. Oh my lord.
No armor.
Yep, this is. I think if Yawar and Tomato are together on any hero, they're just instantly dead.
Holy. Split up, but they might even be able to kill it.
I think so. Oh, kill the wind one before it goes invis.
Storm
They have a gem though. They have a gem. And now this is gonna be a kill.
Daytime as well. Holy crap, the timing. And Roche just spawned. Do they check Roche? Do they check Roche? They do check Roche. Look at Tomato.
So Kyle, you kind of talked about. I mean, where was that big fight again? Was it the top fight, or yeah, it was that, or was there a fight before that? Before MSS?
No, that was it.
That was it.
The game was pretty stagnant, you know. Like the whole game was really just setting up for that engagement, and they just got the initiation they wanted. Visage came in from behind, and the issue with the complexity draft is there's no armor on Beastmaster, Rubik, or AA. Even the Lone Druid Bear doesn't really have armor, so if it gets caught, like, it just dies. He has a Solar Crest, of course, but if they kill this bear, they should be killing this bear. It's the last one. They know this, right?
I believe they do know that, since
they should know.
Yawar was the one who did kill it. Well, they're just gonna backdoor this with unlimited heals coming from SVG.
Yeah, there you go. Kill the bear. Okay. There's no Bruce Split.
There it is.
There we go. Kill the bear, guys. Alright, there's now no Radiance or Solar Crest anymore.
And now A-Blast is gonna fly in, though. Hits onto two of them, doesn't do that much damage. BKB popped by Limp again, he's just right-clicking Tomato. Yawar doesn't care, and here comes MSS, or pardon me, Snaking. Does a lot of damage to Moo. It's gonna be a 1-for-1 on that, and double Soul Assumption flies out.
They can summon him back.
They are
summoning Snaking right now.
Now, you get a stun forward. This Panda ulti. You kill Panda right here. Another buyback from Brood. Look at the damage coming out, and Chessie might just get eaten alive. Looks like he should be easy there, Yawar. Don't dive too far. And you won't. Moo continues to just throw axes out, but what can they do? They're in the base, and you just can't bring him down. Limp dies. That's a dieback. Z-Freak as well. Dieback if he dies. Yep. And that's a well played from Yawar in ally chat. But this seems to be the end of this tale, Kyle.
And they took that. There's no Lone Druid Bear for that fight. He was playing really aggressive with that. I thought they could have killed him much earlier, but with no bear, I don't know how they can actually like take a fight. But at this point, you just see the lack of armor is really just letting the Lifestealer keep people alive.
There it is.
Is he dead? GG full plate comes out.
And they did it. They got their first loss in a long time in game 1 to complexity, and they answered back with some pretty big games. I want to say it was a good team effort, but some individuals, like you said, Snaking in that game 2, and then MSS, that dual lane bottom, right, the Chen Sand King. Even though you didn't really like their mid game per se, they just dominated that early game hard enough.
Well, it's more like they were able to play that safe because the Lone Druid had to spend so much time catching up. So they eventually hit their timing, but I don't think they're gonna win that game if they. I don't know. That's like good enough to win a qualifier. You know what I mean? But if they're gonna review this replay, they need to ensure that one of their supports is investing items to like cement their advantage. You can't be that far ahead and dominate lanes so hard and still just be splitting the map 50-50.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But
I think they
I
have a
like
good
that
captain.
didn't buy Lincolns, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think, I mean, what you said there, reviewing that, I think they have a very good captain for that. SVG, I remember when he was coaching EG, was very meticulous about all that. I'm sure with Jack there, you know, I think VGJ there, maybe they're not just a flash in the pan, Kyle, or is it too early to say that with the, you know, the NA struggles we see?
Hard to say. I mean, they've been playing quite well. Like they seem to be polished and they're improving. We should actually probably get one of them on for an interview. I'm sure Snaking.
Oh yeah,
chomping at
my
the
bad.
bits
I forgot. I
for a
didn't even
chance
ask.
to come on this.
Yep, give me 1 sec.
But yeah, I mean, good game. I think good game. Well played by both teams. I think there were no real like huge mistakes. VGJ capitalized on a couple of openings, and I think from a drafting perspective, I think the only real edit I would make for like Cole's side to not first two like both supports, especially when you're giving away like the Visage or the Lycan immediate counter pick.
And yeah, I mean, right when you saw that opening, it just, you said it's like, it's going to be a Visage or a Lycan, and those two are just going to get run over. And guess what? They first picked that Visage, and you were crazy. Even though he had that terrible, terrible early game. I mean, he got tri-lane. Do you think, I know you were kind of clowning on Tomato, but he didn't give up, right? And that's good as a core player, because he got dumpstered middle.
He did get dumpstered.
He did.
Double D, capital D dumpstered.
Yeah, but you do have to think of one thing. Tomato did place higher at TI than Limp last year.
That's just rude.
Oh, and you flaming... Alright, nah, Kyle, get out of here. I think we're getting someone, wait up. We're rotating. Did they must have interviewed with someone else, because they're saying SVG snaking Mojo, and it's Mojo's turn. We never had SVG on, but alright.
Wait, was that... What was this tournament? What was that tournament for? What was that?
This one?
Yeah.
MDL, they're in the grand finals right now.
Oh wow, yeah, you're right. Okay, so it's gonna be EG.
The 2 games are tomorrow, and then the grand finals after DAC. So we do 2
Tests.
tomorrow, and that's it. Whoa, hey, what's up, man?
What's up?
Yo, MSS, you're sounding a little bit too calm for me. What's going on, man? You just got a pretty big win.
I'm always calm, dude.
Even if someone insults an anime you like?
Dude, I don't give a fuck.
All right, so
Not just me.
that's
Damn.
cool. Kyle, you had I swear you did. It was. I'm not even playing. You had a question about game 2. I actually just forgot what it was. So I hope you remember. Well, fudge. Okay. Well, I got one.
What was going? Oh, I got one.
Alright.
Why in the world are you guys buying Lincolns on Lifestealer and 2 Aeon discs?
Yeah.
Up with
Okay.
that.
I mean, the Lincolns was bad. We like after the game we told you that you should have bought like a nullifier or SNY, because the Lincolns was pretty useless. We already went over it. The Aeon disc is I'm not sure who was building it, but the item is just generally good versus.
Well, the one on
right?
Tide Hunter,
I
I
agree.
think.
The one on Tide we questioned.
Oh, okay.
And then the game 3, the only thing was like you guys were playing. You didn't buy like any acceleration items. You're just rushing 2 Ags and a Radiance. So even though you're like dumpstering the early game, like you have no tempo at all.
Yeah, that game felt a little weird, but we definitely could have like pushed our advantage if we bought like small items like a drums, maybe like a pipe or Vlad's. But there was like we definitely felt there was a time period where the game just felt awkward. But the thing is about our lineup is that we have the better late game, right? So
Yep.
So
I agree.
the complexity just they're the ones who feel pressured to do something.
I agree. Yeah, it looked like you guys had. I mean, you knew your timing. It was just that one fight you forced with the Lifestealer Radiance, and both you and Coddle are 1,000 from Ags. Like I know it. You want to do it because you're strong. It just feels bad. You can see it.
Yeah, right after that fight, I was like, just chill until we have Ags.
All right, so you're in the grand finals now, MSS, of this tournament. You play complexity in Star Ladder or GSC tomorrow?
GSC, yeah.
And that's a Grant. That's a you win it. You're going to LAN, right?
Yeah.
Are you? It's a best of 5 in both of these, right?
Yeah.
Does that like change your mindset at all during any of these drafts? You or SVGs, or do you just take it one game at a time?
It might affect SVG. I just, for me, I just play Dota, right? So
Well, and you did.
I don't really get affected.
Dude, that bottom lane. Tell me, did you pop off at all when you just dumpstered Chessie on that Syllabare or no?
I mean, the thing is, like, I don't know. Like, they just like, because we knew we were gonna completely dumpster the living shit out of this guy, bottom, but apparently they didn't know that or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
They just like allowed him to get butt fucked. I don't know. It's weird.
Gracious. I mean, that did happen, but.
G13, Mojo. Come on.
All right. So, I mean, the future's looking pretty bright for you. Do you feel you've improved on this team, Mojo? Everyone considers you a very, very good player. I think you know that. You don't let it get to your head. I respect that. But do you think you're becoming a better player while playing with this group of players?
Well, me individually?
Yeah.
Yeah, like for sure. Every time I play on, I get a lot better, cause like I take in information like really fast and like on this team there's SVG, right?
Yeah.
And I'm just like stealing all the information he got from EG pretty much, and
Nice.
and like Snake King, he knows he knows some shit that I didn't know before either. So like I'm just like taking it in.
Who do you think the most underrated player on the team? Why is it?
Probably Snake King, right? That guy's really good. You know, for the results he has, that guy just. I feel like he hasn't gotten the opportunity to like showcase his skills. But like this guy, he does a lot for this team, because he makes calls for the most part too. Like he's like one of the big shot callers on this team.
Yeah, I mean, me and Kyle were talking about, I think it was the game 2 with the Night Stalker when he baited out the sniper's first BKB, and you guys just ran him down, and you just took their entire base after that. Yeah. Looked like it was his call. Great call. All right, well, MSS, you got any last words? Well, I'm not killing you, but do you have any words before you leave?
Not. I mean, yeah. I mean, shout out to my team, and you know,
Your sponsors.
hopefully. Yeah, man. I mean, hopefully when we play this finals, you know, I'm not sure what's gonna happen with that, because like, apparently, I mean, because like they did some last minute changes without our consent, so now we're trying to like.
It's played after DAC, right?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay.
Or we're trying to like sort that shit out.
I mean, okay, yeah, we won't get into that. That's not our business. Yeah. That's your business, and I wish you the best, because yeah, it is fun watching your team. Like, you guys have different play styles in every game. It's a real roller coaster, you know what I'm saying?
No, I mean, Dota's pretty fun right now, you know.
Really?
Well, we found our groove, and we're kind of riding the momentum at the moment.
All right, well, I appreciate it. Kyle appreciates it. I'll just say it for him. I believe he's a little starstruck right now, and he's a little nervous to talk, but...
All right.
All right. Well, thank you a lot, Arif. We're gonna be talking to you a lot. I have a feeling.
I'm just a caster now, so it's not every day you get to interact with a real bona fide professional player.
Yeah, you're great. All right, now get the hell out of here for real.
All right. Bye-bye.
So
I don't know. That guy's too cocky. Okay, he left. No, I'm just kidding.
He really is way too cocky.
I don't know. He is the most. He's legitimately the most down to earth pro. I don't know. He just.
Yeah. No, I will say, like, one thing about VGJ is, I think coming into this, like, they've been the hungriest team in NA, it feels like, for some time, and I think they're proving it now. Like, complexity making roster changes, like EG's been like traveling a bunch, and I'm sure, you know, you win a LAN, you can't possibly be as hungry to play a qualifier as like some team watching from home, scrimming all day, and then Immortals is like in Europe, or I don't know, but you know, it just looks good. I think VGJ has a lot of potential. They just to iron out some of their kinks, make sure they don't have like these really poor laning phases. If they can continue to improve, like they look like a team that could go places.
Yeah, for sure. Kyle, as always, thank you for joining me. You make the cast more informative. You make it a little bit funner, and really, that's what Dota is all about.
Well, I appreciate any opportunity to cast with you, Grant. A man, myth, a legend.
Damn. So, well, I think we're doing 2 BO3s tomorrow, Kyle, and then you're heading off to PGL. Then you're gonna be heading off to your new, training ground. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just making that shit up. But yeah, no, you're gonna have. When you actually leave in like 3 days? You said.
Monday, actually,
Monday.
like 10 a.m.
Oh, so I mean, if you don't want to do the games tomorrow, you don't have to. 'Cause I don't want to like
No,
the day
I got you.
before.
I
Okay.
handled all my like shopping and shit. I got my shirt and tie combos picked out. All I gotta do is throw the shit in the bag and get the fuck out of here.
All right, sounds good. So if you guys didn't know, 2 Eastern tomorrow. I know there's probably a bunch of EG fans in here. It's EG versus DC, and then winner of that plays immediately after against Optic, and then, well, the grand finals. You're gonna have to wait for that. We're just giving you the appetizer, and then the cherry cream pie comes later. I don't even think that's a real thing. But yep, thanks for tuning in, Kyle. Any last words until tomorrow?
Not really. Just hope you guys enjoyed. If there's any constructive criticism you guys have, feel free to email it to idon'tfuckingcare@gmail.com. Other than that, thanks for tuning into the stream, supporting us, and following our dreams of being the best casting carers ever. Couple. There
I
you
like
go. Thanks. I
couple.
needed a C word.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you. Appreciate that. But you finishing my sentences?
Sense.
It's been
Yeah.
like 3 days, Grant.
I know. I don't know what's going on, but for real, thank you, everyone. We will see you tomorrow, and I mean, pretty much less than 12 hours. Okay, not 12 hours, but in about 20 hours. Deuces.